Right, what I'm going to do now is a review and test on the genuine Helicon Text M65 jacket. Okay, now I got in contact with Helicon Text, and their genuine M65 jacket is the exact spec of the US Army's M65 jacket from years ago. Okay, so if you're after an M65 jacket and you fancy a genuine one, they're probably getting a bit expensive now, so, and a bit ragged as well. So this could be for you, who knows, you know. So, and also I did a test yesterday as well in the Brecon Beacons. It was in the Black Mountains area, and it was in the rain as well. So that was a good old test for it. And also, I'll say in the end of this bit what I think the jacket's good for and what it's not so good for, okay? So yeah, so let's get on with it. I'll start off with the liner first. There it is. Okay, this is what it looks like generally. Now I just want to say about the legal connotations of a company making the exact spec of a military item. Now I don't know the exact thing with the legal side of it, but I believe they can make it to the exact specs, but they can't make it with the military labels. They've got to put their own label in. Okay, so they've got a little Helicon Text label there. It says M65 and the size and what have you, and also there's a label there as well, okay, with a Helicon Text symbol on. All right, so when I emailed them, they did say they've made it to the exact spec of the military, but for Civvy Street as well, and I think that's what it is. They've got to put their own labels in. Right, okay, that's that. Let's get on with what the jacket's about. Now, when you unbutton it from the M65 jacket, it looks a bit like that, sort of inside out, with the stitching on the outside. Okay, and also we'll go down to the wrists. Now the wrists are sort of elasticated like that, and it's got two tabs with the buttonholes in. There's one there and there's one there, so you can button it in on the wrist as well, and also you button it in from the front as well. So on its left hand side you've got three buttonholes. You probably can't see, there's the middle one there. Nothing very interesting really, just a buttonhole, three buttonholes. But on its left hand side, on the inside, you've got three buttons, okay? And on its right hand side, you've got three buttonholes. There's the top one there, going down. And on the inside, you've got no buttons. And on the top here, you've got the old snap button going on as well. All right. Now, the material itself is 100% nylon, and I believe the fill inside it is 100% polyester. All right, and it's well made because it's exact spec to the military. Now, you can actually turn this jacket the other way, inside out if you like, and wear it as a normal jacket, okay, and button it up in the front as well. So the only thing with that, the label is going to be on the outside, okay. But if you live in a country where it's constantly cold one part of the year, and then in the summer it's constantly hot or warm or whatever, you can unbutton it from the jacket and then leave it out all season, and then put it back in the winter. But in the UK we get variable weather, okay, so it wouldn't be very good to do that, because you'd be buttoning it and unbutton it all the time, you know. So I'll show you how you can just use it like a normal fleece. So if you're in the hills or lowland, doing lowland bushcraft or something like that, and it gets a bit chilly, you know, you could just get it out your rucksack, bung it on quick, and then put the M65 jacket back on, you know. So I'll show that now. I'll just sort of prove that it can be done. So there it is with the label just on the inside there, like it was, and all looking inside out and stuff. Now what you do is get the jacket arms and pull it through like that, and then you can, then the label's on the outside then. That's the only daft looking thing about it. And then you can just bung it on and then button it up with the 3 buttons in the front. And that's it. So you could just take it on and off more quicker if you got variable weather. So and then you could just get the jacket on as per normal and do it up. There you go, like that. And now for the jacket, if you can see it. Right, now I'll start off with the label, because it's a Helicon Texas label with the cleaning instructions and all that, but it's got 2 sizes, okay? It's got EU sizing, which I'm a size large, and the EU size there is large, so that fits me, and I'm British. And it's got the US size there on the right, and it says medium. All right, so be careful with the sizing if you're sort of American or something. And so I just want to say that. Now you've got a couple of buttons there to button the liner in. I didn't mention the buttonholes on the liner for that around the neck, but there you got two buttons there, and you got your 2 breast pockets held down with snap buttons per usual, and they're quite big as well, big old sort of pockets, if you can see that. And also it's bellowed on the outer edge as well, so it's flat there, but it's a bit of bellowing going under there and across that side as well, so you might be able to see it better like that. Get the arm out of the way. There you go. Okay, and it's the same on the other one as well. There's the breast pocket there, and you've got your hand warming pockets down the bottom there, held on with the snap buttons per usual. And you've got your snap buttons going up the outside edge there, and on the inner storm flap going down there like that. And you've got the buttons on the inside, 3 buttons to button in the liner, and the same on the other side with the snap button on the top there as well. In fact, I think that's for the liner, I'm not sure. I know it's definitely for the Parker hood, but I'm not sure what that is, what that's for. It might be for the liner, I'm not 100% sure. Then you got your brass zip, same as the vintage one. There you go, going all the way up there, nice brass zip. And there's the other side. There you go. And you've got your cinching on the inside around the waist. And there's the other one there. And it's fully lined as well, as you can see, with a green material. Okay. It's got a, oh, the wrists, right, okay. The wrists has got this extra bit that you can fold away, and it's to cover the back of the hand really, but you can fold it away with these 2 Velcro tabs there, and you can cinch it down as well at the ends. And also you've got the 2 buttons there to button in the liner. There it is. and this is what it looks like when it's all done up. So there's the cinching all done up with the Velcro, and there's the hand cover, if you want to call it, tucked up on the inside there. So it looks like that. Now you've got your two epaulets on the shoulders, buttoned down there, and you've got your hood tucked away normally on the inside. So if I just turn this around without dropping it, okay, there you go, and there you go, you've got your hood there. It's not the same material as this outer material. It's like the liner, so it's not very waterproof or very good really. It's mainly for, you know, if you're wearing a helmet or something like that. So and it's got a little bit of elastic going across there for ease of moving your neck, I suppose. And you could tuck it in. There's a little bit of a storm flap going on there, and then you tuck it in, and it's got a brass zip at the back there to zip it up. Okay, and also you've got a bit of bellowing going on both sides of the back of the shoulders there. There you go, you can see that. Same on the other side, and that's the back end. Oh, it's got cinching on the bottom as well. See if I can do this. I didn't say cinching. That's elastic, that is. That's not string. So so there you go. That's the jacket in a nutshell. Now I'll tell you what I think this jacket is good for. That's coming up next, and what my experience at the end of the video yesterday. So my hill walk, my test in the hills. All right, so I'll do that now. Okay, when I did this walk yesterday in the hills, or the mountains if you like, it was raining and the wind was coming from the east southeast, so that's quite cold for the UK because it's coming from Russia, if you like. So it was a cold wind. It wasn't freezing, but it was, with that wind as well, it was near freezing and wet as well. It rained most of the time. Okay, now is this jacket good for the British Hills in the cold and damp environment, or in almost freezing damp environment? No way, no. I would say it's better than nothing, but no, because it's one big lump of cotton, if you like, if you want to put it like that generally, and it's not waterproof either. Okay, this jacket has been waterproofed with Fabsil, and I actually waxed it as well, put a light layer of wax on. And it, you know, it held the water mostly. Okay, you'll see that at the end of the video. It did go through where the rucksack is pressing against my body, because I took the rucksack off now and again, and the back end got wet, and then I put the rucksack back on. And I had to do a compass bearing this one time just to check that the path was going in the right direction. It didn't veer off anywhere. But anyway, yeah, so I had to take the rucksack off to do something, put the camera away or something like that. And then the back of the jacket got wet, and then I put the rucksack back on and the water got through. But you'll see that at the end of the video, okay? Now, is it worth packing away in a rucksack? So you could put it over the top of a Gore-Tex just in case it gets a bit chilly when it's damp and, you know, near cold, quite cold, like yesterday. You could, but you know, because your Gore-Tex have got a hood, haven't it? That's the thing with this jacket, there's no hood. Well, the hood that's on there is very poor for the conditions of yesterday, okay? So that's why I said no, it's no good for the British Hills. But the only trouble is it's a big lump, you know, it's double lined, you know, and it's a bit of weight to it. So, you know, to pack it away in a day sack, it's going to take a fair bit of room up, you know. So, you know, you could do it. You could just leave it in there, you know, and put it on. It's better than nothing if you've got a bit cold, you know, in that wind, because bear in mind it's quite windy as well. And yeah, it was pretty rough yesterday, as you're going to see. Would I put it above an SAS smock or a British Army smock with a hood? No way, no way. I would say the SAS smocks and the army jackets with a hood, you know, the modern army jackets, British Army jackets, I would say are better, okay, for the British hills at least, but probably for, you know, most of the world really, because you can scrunch it up. It's single layered, scrunch it up, stick it in your rucksack, and you can put that extra layer on the inside, you know, so that this has got sewn in. So yeah, so there you go. So that's my opinion. So what is it good for then? Well, I would say cold and freezing, dry conditions only, okay, ideal. And mild conditions, dry only. So, you know, you can be a frosty day, but dry with the sun out. Low level bushcraft, yeah, because it's not going to be so windy. You might be a bit cold, but it's not so bad. This is low level now, you know, and it's quite nice to deal with, okay. So you could do low level bushcraft, even in the rain, if you've waterproofed it. It's not waterproof unless you've treated it with something, okay. Mine's, oh, did I say before? Yeah, it's treated with Fabsil and a light layer of wax as well, only because I had a bit of time on my hands. So what else is it good for? It would make a good motorbike jacket. And what else did I put down? Oh yeah, it could be a good trucker's jacket as well, you know, as long as you've got a high-vis vest to put on the outside when you go on site. So yeah, so there you go. So that's my opinion anyway. So what I'm going to do now is show you what I done yesterday, the walk in the rain, and you'll see the inside at the end of it as well. So there you go. So I'm now going to go for a walk, apparently, even though I done it yesterday. Oh, so there you go. You can have a look at that. Right, I'm back to the car now, and it's still spotting with rain a little bit, so I'm gonna quickly have a look, give you a look on the inside of the jacket, and then that's it then. So here it is on a ghost bush, and it's a bit wet on the back, but I mean the rucksack was on there, and the rain was coming from the back end as well, so I'm not gonna give it any excuses. That's the way it is. And the arms are dry, underneath is dry, and same with that arm, it's dry underneath. And I'll just have a look on the front end, so I'll turn the camera off. And that's the front end. There's the little toggles there on the inside. That's the top of shoulders. Bit wet there, I suppose. It's where the strap is going over, see, so it's sort of it's where the strap is. So there you go, down the arm, a little bit of a wet patch there, but mostly dry. And the hood is completely wet inside and out, so I'll throw that away there. Top of the shoulder, wet again, only where the straps are. So there you go. And I'll just sort of show where the breast pockets would be. Little patches of wet there, and sort of dry along the other side of the arm there. So there you go, that's it. And so that's it. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and all that lovely stuff as per usual. And I'm gonna get home now. I'm soaked. Well, my trousers on my pants, well, not my pants, but there you go. Bit dry on the top of the trousers, but the rest of the trousers are soaked. My boots are soaked and my socks are soaked. So that is it. There's no more to say. So there you go. Like, share, subscribe, and all that business.